Unwrap a holiday season they'll never forget.
Johnny's house
on XL 106.7.
All right, it's 8:35, and we are live in our performance studio. This is Johnny's house. We're celebrating 25 years. Brought my old partner back. Doc, made us late again, brother.
Man, I didn't mean to.
Some things never change.
You wanted to hear my fishing story.
No, you wanted to tell your fishing story.
I needed to let people know how macho my latest knee problem was.
Make sure you hash brown it on Twitter.
Hey, you know what? Let's do this. I'm going to see if you remember how to do it. Doc, we're going to do this again. I want you to open the break. You think you can? You remember how to do it?
Yeah, I remember how to do it. I'm just not sure which logo you guys use. Because I'm not Doc's house.
What is it?
So what was it? Today's hit music,
Yeah,
XL 106.7. You got Doc and Johnny in the morning.
There it is.
That was it.
There it is.
Or number one for music and fun. You can go that route.
Number one for music and fun. That's what they keep telling me to say.
Yeah. Back in the day, we tried to do anything to get ratings. We gave away $5,000 every Thursday.
That blows
Do you
my
remember
mind.
that? We gave $1,000 during the week, and it was $5,000 Thursday. And we still couldn't.
Yeah, ratings went down.
$5,000 on Thursday.
And, of course, who'd they blame?
Oh, it was your fault.
It was my fault. They bring us in there. Well, you drove the ratings down. We can't give away money. We can't get ratings.
No. Then the thing was is that we're partners, so when it's like, look, what's up with Doc? Look, man, that's my partner. You can't say that. You can't say that. Linda Bird is here. She is the president of all.
Of everything.
How you doing, Linda?
I'm great.
Do you remember when you brought us over? We weren't going to come. Here's the funny thing. We were acquired by iHeartMedia, and we had a falling out with the Monsters at the time. And they were saying some really bad things.
Yeah, man, they gave my license plate number out over there.
Yes.
It was your name.
Yeah, so they bought the station. Yeah, it was his name. Yeah.
You were secret.
Yeah.
You were a big secret.
I wonder if that's Doc from 106.7.
That was his license plate, Doc from 106.7. So Doc and I got together. We said, you know what? We're not going. So Linda called us up, and we had a meeting over at RDV. And she goes, guys, and we're like, we're not going.
Up in the lunchroom. I think that was our first meeting.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, I think the way that went is Doc called me, he introduced himself and said, we need to meet. Because we're not coming over there. I'm like, okay, well, we just paid like $25 million for the station. You guys are the most important thing, and you're not coming. I don't think we need to meet.
We need to meet.
You know, I missed that most important thing part. I don't remember hearing that.
I'm kind of with you, Doc. I don't remember hearing that either.
Especially not at the meeting.
We sat up at the right out in the lunchroom, right outside the little cafeteria. I mean, like we weren't even any privacy. There were people coming around getting their lunches, and we're sitting there, and Johnny didn't say a word. He had a hat on. He was pulled down. He was looking down the whole time.
And I'm sitting there, I'm praying, Doc, don't mess this up, dog.
This isn't going to go over good.
Dude, you got my career in your hand.
We were afraid a fight was going to break out on the elevator because it got really
ugly.
intense on the air.
It got really ugly. It did.
Yeah, I was afraid. And then you guys got here, and you were all, on the air at the same time.
Yeah.
And I used to kind of look out in the hallway and see if you were both going into the men's room at the same time. Hoping that wasn't happening.
And that's funny. We laugh about that now. See the guys now. You remember that? It was bad.
Oh, Russ and I talk all the time.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, remember when you said you were going to beat me up? He does.
Yeah.
Good to have competition.
It is.
Yeah. Hey, listen. First of all, great to have you back, Doc. Really, big round of applause for Doc. Really great to have you back. I really just wanted to take a minute to say to Johnny, just what you've meant to us.
Oh, I'm about to start crying.
First of all, what you've meant to this community, and all of the lives you've touched over the years, which, many that most people will never know about. All the selfless things that you've done when you've gone into your own pocket to support causes, when you've gone into your own pocket to support people. And I don't want to embarrass Johnny, but, Johnny has come to me about employees and said, let me lower my own pay, let me give up my own bonus for that person. And I'm going to tell you, as someone who's done this for a really long time, even though I look young, that doesn't happen very often. And this is who Johnny Magic is. Wow. And you have meant so much to us. here in our building at iHeartMedia, and to all the employees that work here. And, you know, we have 8 stations in this building. We have a lot of competition in this building. But there's not a person that works here that doesn't think the world of you and that doesn't understand what an amazing talent you are, what an amazing person you are. When Doc left, you know, we had a big question mark about what we were going to do with the morning show. And
everybody said, fire Johnny, except Linda.
Well,
they
know, they had been together so long that starting over, you know, with one half, it just doesn't happen very often. Usually they say, look, bring in a whole new team, because to just try to take one half the team, put them with another, doesn't normally work. But, you know, Johnny believed in himself. He said, just give me a chance. You know, I promise you I will not let you down. And I believed in him. And, you know, we fought off the powers to be, and we made it happen. And today, you know, just station is stronger than it's ever been. And
the true story in what she's saying is that they brought in all these program directors from all around the country to listen to the show for 3 days, and then they had this meeting, and we would go in, Brian and we go in and ask her about, so did they say something? He said, not today.
Every day.
And he goes, one of these days, years from now, I'm going to tell you what really happened. He couldn't tell me then. But what happened was, in a room like this, they all took a vote, and they said, basically, fire me. They said, let's start all over from scratch. And Linda was the only one who said, I don't feel right about it. And they all said, well, if he's bombed, that's you.
Fortunately, I had a big vote. You know, and nobody wanted to make me mad. But it was a.
And you guys stuck with me.
Yeah. And
I appreciate that.
We're so lucky to have you and Brian and the whole team. And you know, I say we've been together for almost 17 years now here. And I'm looking for a few more.
I've been saying this since day one. I'm gonna ride this thing till the wheels fall off.
And you're going to be invited too. I promise you. Anyway, I love you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for everything you've done and for what's ahead of us.
Thank you so much. That's so much. Wow. I don't know what to say.
Woo! The Periscope says Johnny Magic for president.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I could probably win today. Today. I'll tell you what, Doc?
You could have won last month.
Oh, wait, don't get political over here.
We're gonna take a break.
Not you. I'm talking about in general.
Okay.
I know you love it. That's all.
You know what's funny? After all these years, when you come out like that, I have this little twitch that goes, oh God, here it comes. Here it goes.
I just heard I'm not important, you know. I had 17 years. I just got greedy.
I told you, man. Doc's like, talk to the guy. He just wants, no, I'm not going to talk to him. I'm not going to talk to him. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and we'll pass the mic out to you guys. Also, wait a minute, where's Deborah? Did Deborah leave? Doc, you remember Deborah?
She's back there.
Yeah. Hey, Deb. Nice to see you again.
Oh, it's so awkward, man.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Johnny's House live on XL 106.7.
You know the great thing about Johnny's House is you can never overstay your welcome.
More next.
Christmas time can often get bogged down with
WXXL HD1 Tavares, Orlando.
From the Planet Fitness Studio, home of the Judgment Free Zone.
All right, it's 851, Orlando's #1 hit music station. It's XL 106.7, Johnny's House. We're live in our performance studio, and we're just throwing back for 25 years. Got a big concert tonight, and then an after party at Splitsville. So if you guys don't make it to the concert, we want you to come. But the after party, it starts at 10. We'll get there about 11, and I don't know what time I'm getting home tonight.
I'm taking Uber.
It's going to be crazy. Hey, one thing and we have Doc hanging out with us the rest of the show. One thing I wanted to say, brother, is that the baby that we started has grown into a monster. The baby DJ program. When you left, I just felt as though that it was important that we kept it going. And how many kids did we help that first year? 5
families, 8 kids.
5 families, 8
And 7 of the kids were mad because we just didn't have anything.
We didn't have anything, and it was a real warehouse. I mean, do you remember that warehouse had nails on the floor, and we had the toys got dirty because it was on the warehouse floor.
We said don't bring stuffed animals.
Yeah.
Of course, people brought stuffed animals.
Yes.
And they're on the floor, and people are stepping on them.
And we were afraid somebody's gonna fall back and have nails. It was bad. But it's grown, and I think Marissa, this year it'll go from what?
3,500 kids.
3,500 kids.
Yeah.
That's good. And you know, the thing was, man, it started, and you remember how much trouble it was when it started.
Oh yeah.
1991.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, man, listen to this. What do you think? How can we make it better?
Yep.
And then we presented it to the management at the time, which is not the management here.
Yeah.
Trust me, these people are so much better. And they were like, well, what's in it for the station?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. I was just thinking of the kids.
There's the kids.
I said it's an image thing.
Yeah.
People will not be mad at me as much
if they know that
if they know I really care.
Mm-hmm.
And
we worked it. It was us.
It was a fight.
Yeah.
But it turned out to be great, and I do hear it. I listen. And it's amazing.
It's grown into a monster, man. That was our thing. Where's Shannon? Shannon Lee?
I don't know.
Come here, Shannon. Come here. Aww. Give her a microphone.
No.
Yeah, you better come here.
Hey, we only got 4 minutes, so we don't have time for this. Yes,
we'll drop it and go on all the way to. When Linda was talking and she mentioned that, they were in this meeting and they decided it was time to fire Johnny and they was going to go in another direction. I got a call from Shannon. She is right now, sales manager of not all stations. Used to be just us, but now. And Shannon said, listen, I got the team together and we're behind you 100%. And we are Team Johnny, and I trust you, and I have my faith in you, and we believe that you can make it happen. And I think I cried because, Doc had been by my side for 17 years. It was Doc and Johnny, So now I'm going to have to go ahead and open this thing up by myself. And I didn't let anybody know I was afraid. I was so scared.
I didn't think he'd be afraid. I actually thought, you know what? I'm leaving the station in great hands.
Yeah.
And taking my greedy money that's only going to last 3 years.
There will be days that I would leave here in my car and it'd be like, oh God. But you had faith in me the entire time, and I want to say thank you, and you still do to this day, and that means a lot to me, Shannon. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Her mic. Frank, can we get her mic? There we go. All right. Hold on. Here, get this one. Grab that. Okay.
I just want to say, I kind of called him out a second ago. I'm like,
no, you're right. No, you're exactly right.
You're
exactly right.
30, 40 people in the room, and an experience I'll never forget. But
they said, fire Johnny.
They did. And there were 2 of us. Well, I mean, Linda's vote counts way more than anyone's, trust me.
Uh-huh.
But when they kept coming to me for sales and sales management and can the team do it? Can you sell him? And I want you to know that I told you that day I got you and I had your back and I was going to support you, and thank you for doing what you've been doing. This team, you made it happen, Johnny, on a level that nobody.
But it means a lot when the people behind you believe in you, and you guys believed in me. And,
absolutely.
And I got better and I got stronger. And I used to leave here going, man, I sucked. I sucked.
And we were sad, Doc, despite the fact that you called us Satan for 17 years. And he never called, he wouldn't call a salesperson by their name. It was, Satan's at the door. Oh, Satan's here. So
that was only one person.
Oh, no. You called me Satan a couple times. Yeah. You still called me Satan.
What do we
Sometimes I can see the devil's little horns right there.
What do we call this place? The Evil Empire?
Evil Empire. I had all kind of names for it.
It's good to see you.
I also figured, though, that if I move on and try to do this, talk thing, which is working now, but it took a while, that you would love working with him so much more than working with me. That Johnny could do no wrong, and it turned out to be true.
It did. You're right. No, I can't.
So he did it for you.
I said it. I believe it.
I'm kidding. Congratulations,
Thank
Johnny.
you. Thank you so much.
I mean that.
Drinks tonight, boy. All right, should we break here, B?
If you want to, we can play the song, or we can go to the top, whatever you want.
Hey, what do you guys want to do?
It's
y'all want to talk
world.
some more?
You said that they could ask questions. Are you gonna let them do that?
All right. Let's get a wireless over there.
Turbo.
Also, we got a performance, and the reason that I'm so happy that he was able to do this. Turbo B and Snap. Back in the day when we were just doing a parties at Pleasure Island and we were collecting toys, and that's the way you got. He signed up and said he wanted to be a part of it because I got the power. Oh man! So today he's gonna do that for us. Today they're getting it setting up in the back. All right, say what's your name, how many years you're listening, and what's your question?
My name's Desiree. my daughter's 12, so I've been listening to you for 15 years.
Okay.
So my question's for you, Johnny.
Okay.
How does it feel to be married to a Latin woman?
Woo! You know, I'm gonna keep it real.
Not just Latin, Dominican.
Yeah, Dominican. One thing about Latin women, if you know or not, they're very passionate. They're passionate about the things that they love. They're passionate about love, and when they're angry, they're passionate about that too. So being married six years, we are now finding our synergy. I'm not even gonna lie, she won't lie. In the beginning, we didn't live together. So once we lived together, I was kind of like walking around going, yeah, there's people here.
He said, Brian, they don't leave. I said, I told you that. And you know who told me that? Him.
So we passed marital advice down the road.
It is fun to watch him go, man, what are you... Dude, we tried to tell you.
Like my big fat Greek, my big fat Latin wedding.
Yeah, it was. But she's a beautiful woman. She has an amazing heart. She's my biggest supporter, and marriage life is really, really good for me. I didn't know I was going to adapt that well, but it's going really well. Thank you, God. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Hey, Megan.
I have been listening for almost 20 years now.
All right. So you remember Doc and Johnny?
Yes. My mom used to listen to you guys. She went on a couple of your cruises and all that kind of
stuff. Do you remember those, Doc?
Some things we don't talk about.
You remember Miami? Do you remember getting on the boat?
I was drugged.
My first cruise, halfway through the party at the club, Doc shut down. And they hit me, hey, get him back to the boat. I'm like, what?
That was your job.
Low man on the totem pole, get him back to the boat. So I got
dancing, I felt all good, and I was mentally awake.
Yes.
My leg just went.
Some in the club like, yo, babe, get your boy.
So we go back. I don't know if you've ever been. We had to cut through all these shops back to get to the boat. He's ducking behind every wall going, hey, man, they're coming after me. I'm like, who? The Mexicans. I'm like, dude, just because we're in Mexico, Mexicans are not chasing you. Stop it.
I said, yes, they are. They don't like white people.
It took me almost an hour getting back to the boat. I was going to go back to the club. I look out. I see everybody else coming back. I'm like, oh, damn.
It was over. He complained the next day.
But it was a good time.
What was your question?
I have two questions,
actually.
So I actually I recently saw, again, for like the millionth time, the Flat Johnny.
The Flat Johnny, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you ever going to get Laura back?
Yeah, I got something now. Doc, you remember way back in the day, we tried to raise money, and I agreed to put on a satin robe and a thong and get greased up.
Yeah, there was a picture going around. Yeah. And you can take a look at it through a little eye thing.
And I did it for charity. Well, somehow it showed up. Somebody mailed it. I don't know who sent it to her, but yeah, I got something for her that I was going to do it before she gave birth, but I didn't want to do that because thing is going to get crazy. But oh yeah. Okay, what's your second one?
And you guys are always cutting up, but is there like one funniest moment you guys all have?
Doc, you got one?
Nothing anybody going to talk about, right?
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I think falling down in the club pretty fast.
The best part is he didn't fall, he just sat.
I think the time that we had to go out, and we were at Frontage Road.
Okay.
And promotions gave us all these tickets.
Oh, yeah, I mentioned that. Go ahead.
Oh, they like 100 tickets.
To Universal,
but these were VIPs.
And we had at least, about 100?
Everybody that came by got a VIP.
Hey, you want one? How many tickets you need? I need 20.
Well,
there you go.
It turns out
15?
They grabbed the wrong box. And man, when we got back, it was
bad. I'm like, look, we gave away I think something like $20,000. It was for the whole station's promotion for the year.
No.
People just driving in, hey man, so I can get 15? Shoot you! Hey, you need parking passes? Got those too. It was bad. Awesome. It was really bad. Anybody else got another question? Yes, ma'am.
Hi, my name's Sarah. I've probably been listening about 18 years.
Hey, Sarah.
My question is kind of for everybody.
Okay.
Who would you say overall was your favorite guest to have on the show?
Guest. What's my man's name? The singer. And he stayed He stayed for a long time.
Oh, Gavin DeGraw.
Gavin
DeGraw was hilarious. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we stayed with him. He stayed on for, oh, my goodness. We probably stayed till like 11 o'clock.
And he had given his phone number to a girl the night before in Tampa, and she called the station because he didn't know you could pick it up in Tampa. And so he answered the phone as Garvin DeSmalls because he was trying to hide from her because he didn't want her to know that's who he was.
But that was pretty funny.
He stayed all day. That was
I got to say this because he's been bugging me. My favorite guest was the Orlando Magic Fat Guy.
God. Hey, Din Din.
Hi, Johnny. This is what it was like when I was on the show. Not this way with the mic in my phone. If Doc had a mic, no one heard from me.
Oh, no.
But I do want to say something, Johnny. Congratulations on everything. Brother. I mean, I've watched you actually age, grow up. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I got to say, when Doc and Johnny were together, boy, they helped out a lot of young people. And there's a lot of young people that left them, and they went to other radio stations and radio stations around the U.S. They did a great job at doing that. But I loved being there. I actually was the first guest on the show.
I never wanted you there. I wanted you gone every week you came in. And I let Doc know.
They both wanted me.
No. I said, Doc, man. He did. Every day.
That's because I'm a criminal defense lawyer, and just in case.
I'm like, yo, dude, can you get rid of your boy, please? And how many years were you there?
I was there 17 years.
Yeah.
I knew what was happening, so I thought that, and Doc kind of suggested some things that I should leave. And I left just before you did, about a week before you did.
Yeah.
But I had a great time doing it. I loved doing it. It was a lot of fun. And actually, I was a historian taking photographs.
Yeah, you got photos from day one.
And I have a whole bunch of photographs from the very beginning. So it's always been
great. Get those. Thank you.
You want me to get rid of the mic now?
No. What do we need to do, B?
Let's hit the top of the hour, then we'll just come right back. We just got to get it out of the way.
Do that.
D, hit that.
D.
Johnny's house on XL 106.7.
Not that. I do want it that way. Hey.
Let it play.
Okay, just let's play. You're good.